The woman in front of you keeps her hood raised and her head down, furiously scribbling something on a piece of paper in front of her. You can't properly make out what it says, but the writing is neat and grouped in what appears to be stanzas.
Oh, good. Made it here in one piece, and I hope you followed my advice and not talk to anyone. Why did you specifically request I don't talk to anyone? Something very strange is happening in this village. I don't know if you've noticed it too, but these aren't the villagers I once knew. They were very hostile with outsiders. I bet some travelers along the way and advised me to turn tail and run. You know these people? Yeah, I've been here before, over a decade ago. But I still recognize some of the faces, yet I don't recognize me at all. What's more, they're very wary of us strangely drawn like wild animals. Are you my Azerian friend?
The woman lowers her hood and looks you in the eye. You clearly recognize her now, as you've seen her before, in the crypt on the other side of the outpost's runestone.
I can't think of her name now. There we go. Sofia. I'm Sofia, and yes, I'm the one who contacted you for this message, or the meetup. We have met briefly before you fought and killed the one who had been my dear companion for years. Try to kill us first. No, not all of us. Some of us weren't even sure what the results of the experiments at the crypt would be. I regret just the way things turned out, but I could no longer idly stand by and watch Mykillangelo and his acolytes make a mockery of everything about the Azerian people once held dear. Necromancy, corruption of the living, all these experiments into nature of life and death. They are sacrilegious and an affront to all that's good and holy. What is it all about then? Well, I appreciate you giving me my words and benefit of the doubt, deciding to trust me. I promise you won't be disappointed. The pillars and their power are unnatural and perversion to the natural order of things. I mean, teleportation is great, and I would certainly have given us the edge we needed to win the war. But raising the dead, poisoning the lands, destroying the minds of the people and the wildlife alike? No, that has to stop. I thought Mykillangelo would lead us to a noble victory, but he's gone too far. The Ancient One has taken his mind. It must be stopped for the good of all mankind, regardless of nation. Or else we'll be fighting over a ruined world, slaves with greater power. So why did we come here? This is where I started, about 15 years ago. This is where Mykillangelo and the rest of the unearthed the power older than time, and its master is the one who's been guiding us ever since. The tower mentioned in the letter still stands here. It belonged to him, one of the ancient ones, one of the, well, of the gods. Within the tower, we found troves of knowledge, information, on how to harness the power of the pillars, and guidance from the Ancient One on how to make our master necromancy the powers that he granted us. The Ancient One? Yes, he's one of the beings that are older than our time. We met him here under the guise of a mortal man named Morin. But he is so much more than that. He claimed to be Amaldir himself, but one of the 9, he very well may be. Yes, I know. Don't look so shocked. The gods themselves appear to walk among us, but they are not what they claim to be. Amaldir is said to be kind, nurturing soul, the earthen one, the father of all things natural, steady, and reliable as the mountains. This Morin person is anything but. He is wily, manipulative. He claims dominion over death, claiming that the bones in the earth are his domain, and he usurped on Zoria. The goddess Aethes, his sister, cries in my mind, cries in fear, and has been warning me for over a decade not to succumb to his machinations. I alone have endured and resisted, and I have tried to keep my companions on the right path, but I have failed. Why are we meeting inside the tavern? Well, I don't like them either. They're not the people I know. But I feel safer here among people than outside. When I arrived, I felt something was following me, hunting me. I could feel its baleful blaze everywhere in the village. You need to go? Alright, well thanks for stopping by, Matthias. You have a good night. I don't know if it's real or not, but I know you're here. Travel together. We'll watch out for each other. All right, we have more to talk about. It's a lot to take in. What's our next steps? We need to enter the Lonely Tower and take the tomes from Amaldir's personal library. He forbids us from taking them when he first uncovered them, claiming that his tower must be preserved the way it is. Plus, there are some devices in there that are hard to remove. But studying the knowledge inside will be enough. After we seize the tower from the Elonians, who did even know what they were guarding, we installed permanent garrison there, much like they did, except ours is much better equipped and trained to handle intruders. We stand no chance to get inside the short tower, short of assaulting the place with a small army. But you don't need to. You have me, and they will let me in. We just have to say that we are here to study the library. Not like I need a reason to be here, just in case someone else asks. Why do we need to get to the tower at all? Can you just share everything you know?
Sofja smiles bitterly.
If only I could. First of all, I don't know everything, but I do know a lot about how the pillars work. We are forbidden from sharing the knowledge. This is more than just an order from a superior. No, Morim is much craftier. He always feared treason was apparent, and in favor of Tool Society, he spawned him, and as such, took precautions. We are enchanted of sorts. Those of us who know the workings of ancient knowledge, or ancient technology. Though I prefer to say first. Physically cannot talk about what we know. We cannot demonstrate how to operate the machine. We cannot even write about what we know. I've tested that last bit out as you walked in, and no matter how hard I try, put it in words on paper, it always comes out as prayers to Aethys. It is vexing. But nothing prevents me from escorting you inside the tower so that you may learn all this yourself. Alright, let's be off. Yes, my sentiment exactly. Detachment of Azerians will arrive here shortly to permanently seal the tower, or in Fear's discovery after you have seized the pillar in the Shrieking Pass. Thankfully, they need to get here in person, and have not activated the communication relay to the garrison. Humans cannot tolerate being in the presence of the active pillar, or a relay for an extended period of time, and it corrupts the mind. Plus, we did not want to draw any kind of attention to this place. There are only a handful of us who even realize the importance of this place. And I be deaf. Host.
Come and have a drink.
Can I have supplies instead?
Hello, friend. Good to see you again.
What are you selling? 100 supplies? Buy it.
Come and have a drink.
Everlasting beast. Captain, what brings you around here? I thought I'd give you guys around here something to celebrate. Next round's on me. That was it? Shady trader.
Yes?
Yes? Nope. First in line. Okay, where are we going? Here. So I don't think I've done the lumber mill or the Vista, so we'll take a look at that. Oh. Yeah. I think I looked over there, but we'll take a peek. Okay, yeah, I can get through here.
A thick fog rolls in, seemingly out of nowhere, obscuring your vision beyond a few feet. Ghostly shapes slowly step out of the fog, surrounding your little group.
Captain sends his regards. What now? You want, Spectre? Oh, don't be like that, priest. You did him a solid once and merely wants to return the favor. Talking about, what's right, I can't be right.
The ghost who spoke cackles wildly, and the fog thickens around you until you cannot even see the hand in front of your face. Your pulse quickens, and the yells of your companions pierce through the gray nothingness around you. You hear weapons being drawn and slashes through the air, and you do the same, but to no avail. When the fog clears mere moments later, the ghosts are gone. But so is Sofia. Everyone else seems unharmed.
Name of the night just happened. Seems Joseph was right about something was indeed hunting her. Let's just hope that it won't start hunting us. Although we do need to find out who this captain is if we're gonna get her back. Can't enter the tower without her. Rich. We gotta go back to the town. Let's see what we got up here first. I don't know if I looked up here, so may have. That's where these Zorians are. Alright, so I did go over here. Look at the vista. Nope. I didn't. Okay, view. Alright, well, let's go back to town. Maybe it was Bubba Pegleg.
Come inside. The beer is cool and the company is warm.
And go ship. A rough-looking bald man stares dispassionately from behind the counter. Lifts his head up slightly, as slightly at you in a universal gesture of, what do you want? Ghost took our friend out in the wilderness beyond the village. Do you know anything about it?
The man stares at you for a long time, a bit of fear painted in his eyes. He eventually decides that your predicament is worth the momentous effort of actually speaking.
Your friend is gone. Best leave too. So you do know what's happening. Please tell me. The man grunts, shakes his head sadly. Then he points with a short, gnarled finger towards a man in the back. Talk to him. Is the shady dude? No. You? Jacob? No ship? You come to talk to me, I assume you and yours are in trouble. Sounds like you already know the kind of trouble I'm talking about. This is a quiet village, an even quieter region. Mostly, there's only one kind of real trouble that you can get in here. Okay, Pete's men. Are you the local problem solver or something? Problem solver is a bit pretentious. I'm Jacob. If this village has a proper chief, I suppose I would be it. But it doesn't, so I'm not. Yeah, I need your help. That much is obvious. I will go on a limb and say that you've run into Captain Pete's men. Who is Captain Pete? He's one of the commanding all the undeads on the island. Somehow, he's a captain, he commands a ghost ship. That's seeing the ship already, no? Well, you'll see it soon. There's an uneasy peace. We don't bother him. He doesn't bother us much. It sort of works. Anyway, you must have done something to piss him off. It's not good for you. Not good at all. If you mean the ghost, then yes, I suppose we ran into Captain Pete's men can help us. I don't know what to say. See, I have an arrangement of sorts with the captain. We don't mess with his business, he usually doesn't mess with ours. I mean, we're going to go against a bunch of ghosts, mind you. Cannonballs as a ship fire are pretty damn real. We certainly don't want to spoil a good thing just like that. Sounds like you're willing to change that arrangement for a right price. Smart man, you get far in life with that sharp wit of yours. Of course, I'm willing to help if you help me in return, but it won't be easy, mind you. Alright. How very reasonable of you. Alright, first things first. There's a cunning woman outside the village. Might have run into her on the way here. She deals in odd trinkets, herbs, poultices, and the like. She can help us deal with old... Small piece of paper in his pocket. Something starts... Okay. What I was saying... Ah, yes. We have an agreement with her, too. We provide her things she needs, and she offers her service to the village. Go to her. She'll probably have an errand for you to run. Tell her Jacob sent you. I'm running simple errands for you. Don't you have normal villagers to do that? This is anything but a simple errand. See what I mean? She won't have picking flowers for her. Oh, and take these. They're keys to the warehouse. You'll need them. This is very cryptic and suspicious. I'll say understood. Here, take these. They're... Alright, okay. Yep. Okay. Was this building... I mean, it couldn't have been the storehouse I was in because it was locked. Right? I was there at the start. I was in here already. Alright, just let's find out what the old woman needs. Let's go. Come on. Away from the bugs. A lot of running around and not a whole lot of fight. This map so far. What are you doing? Approach the woman. She doesn't appear to know. Yeah, we already went through that. Villagers tell me you need some help. Oh my. How very kind of you. Yes, yes. I have a special delivery to arrive with me at the village warehouse. Order the ingredients from a far off place. It's good to be known in the parts of the world. Here, take this charm. A crate will be specially marked. The only one charm will be able to tell you which crate is mine. Find it and deliver it to me here. Oh, so it was the warehouse I was in, but it was unlocked. I've already looted that place. Yeah, let's go this way. How do I look with my armor? And the necromancer looks badass. Tank looks pretty cool too. don't think I'm anything special. Pretty sure it's that glowing chest I was looking at earlier. I was trying to figure out what it was.
You read aloud the words on the parchment the woman gave you, and strange glyphs glow on the surface of one of the nearby crates. This must be the one the woman needs. You approach the crate, and out of nowhere, Jakob walks into the warehouse, followed by a few of his men.
Good work, my friend. Let's crack that crate open and get the contents out of here. What are you doing here? Small change of plans. We're not actually interested in delivering anything to that old hag. We just need your help in identifying the crate. What's about to happen next? Slashes open the crate with a well-placed blow of his weapon and sends the lid flying away. In response to his actions, the glyphs of the crate grow angrily and ghosts materialize around you, intent on destroying the aggressors. Wait, what? Well, where's the other guys? Shoot him. It's a ghost. You're not going to do anything to him. Look for focus, I guess. Okay, smack it. Oh, another hit. Actually throw holy potion. Build that focus. Nothing else you can do. All right, that was intense. Thank you for your help with this. Now, give me a hand here. Where did he disappear to? You mind explaining to me what's going on? Remember how I told you a woman makes potions and sells trinkets? Yeah, well, she does a little more than that. She also specializes in enchantments, and we need to break one of those enchantments. Wish I could tell you more, but part of the enchantment is that we can't say anything about it. It's like Fight Club. Handy, no? Now remember, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. There'll be something in this pile of things. We're looking for some pieces of wood. You know it when you see them.
You rummage through the crate, and it's full of the strangest things. Bits of clothing, small charms, random objects that hold no real value, like an inkpot or a dented candlestick. And eventually, after rifling through the interminable mess, you find a pair of almost rotting wooden pieces inscribed with glyphs similar to the crate. They're not longer than the palm of your hand and a few inches thick.
Yeah, that's it. Burn those 9 forsaken pieces of trash.
The urgency of the man's voice prods you into action, and you follow his command to burn the wood. The rotten pieces catch fire near instantly, and a soft sigh fills the air as the wood crackles, as if something was released from within.
May this bless you, friend. Speak freely. What's going on? Damn woman, she's working for the captain. I don't know how she got her hands on this, on his side. She's clearly doing his bidding. None of us can actually, or are actually happy with the ghost captain. And his ship terrorizes the village and surrounding, and we wanted to act out against that. This woman showed up. She started working her magic onto us, placing enchantments on us and prevented us from rising up against her master. Thankfully, we've helped us long enough to along the path to freedom. First, very much so. This witch woman placed enchantments on us at Captain Pete's command, and the enchantment prevents us from talking too much about the Captain Pete or her rising up ourselves to take him down. What does any of that have to do with Captain Pete? He's just a worthless bastard. He's not even the real captain of the ship. He stole it on death. He usurped the real captain a long time ago and now lives out in this curse of his and makes our lives miserable. Why is the crate even here? Captain and his men go about pillaging the other ships and nearby settlements. They bring back tokens, that the witch then a chance, so they might exercise their influence on more people. Bits of wood you found came from the ship's original hull. The witch stored them here because it makes her power for us stronger. She just have to send a few men once in a while, get the crate to her hands, and she retrieve the contents and all them put it back here for some men to fill it. Let's just go out and take the witch and end the problem. That's easier said than done. Don't you think we tried that already? No, there's still the road ahead of us. There's some sort of enchantment protecting the old hag. She can't be killed by normal weapons. We don't actually know what can kill her yet. We have an idea where to look. She's definitely linked to old Pete somehow in the ghost ship. That's where you'll be looking. Why you? Because the places you'll be going are chock full of undead and there's no... Oh. How is she linked to old Pete? Don't know exactly. Don't even know if the old woman is or where she came from. After the old captain's death, well, second death, that is, because he commanded the ghost ship before this monster, old Pete moved to the captain's old ruins. He did something there. We don't know what, but everyone remembers the lights and noises coming from the ruins. Then after a while, the old woman showed up and I started my search there. What's the deal with the ship? Using pieces of the ship's hull to cast magic on the land. How she cursed us, and probably something to do with her immortality as well. Maybe it's just a guess. Anyway, the carcass of the ship is in the cove on a nearby island. But we cannot go near that place with all the undead roaming around. You can grab a boat from the dock, but watch out for the ghost ship. Pete isn't the first one to command the ghost ship? No, it's not his. He used to serve the original ship, the Elonian Defiance. But he was cast out of disgrace from the crew. The Defiance used to be a bit of a pirate ship, the story goes. Anyway, some curse was placed on the ship at some point. Apparently they robbed the wrong people with a grudge that defied death. The Defiance has been a plague on the shores of decades. It all became worse after somehow Pete gained control of the vessel. At least before the ship didn't bother us on the mainland that much. Now it seems like him, the old woman, wants to control and dominate all of us. Alright, let's take care of Pete and the witch. Search the house first. Why do you keep going over there? Ceiling is clapped. It almost looks set up like this. Pete's skull. Journal. Ella keeps postponing the ceremony. She says she needs time to prepare. I'm growing impatient. The crew grows restless. I didn't realize a ritual would be so complicated. She spends a great deal of time with the remains of the ship, enchanting the wood. She says it'll make us stronger. I think Elva is hiding something from me. I can't be sure. Though I have no way of confronting her since I don't know the first thing about magic. Something is certain, though. Her enchantments work, but it's not making us stronger, it's making her stronger. Preparing some precautions, just in case. I'm going to steal one of her books and see what she's working on. I think Elva is preparing to enact a ritual separately. She doesn't want us to follow. She doesn't want to follow me to undeath. She tricked me. But last laugh will be on me. I've managed to work a spell from her book, binding her own soul to mine. I'm not sure what that'll do in the long run, but it's bound to cause some grief. Right? Its mire is finally mine, the Defiance. It's all mine. Its rightful captain. That was meant to be. Oh, praise the Nine. Oh, praise Elva. For she taught me how to do this, and she was been with me every step of the way. Now the only final step remains, which we will do together when she arrives.